Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Matteo and I'm here with my friends Mark and Marcelo. Hello Mark.
Hey Matteo.
Hello Marcelo. Good morning.
Hi Matteo.
So welcome to this new episode of Something New. You may have noticed that the graphic is similar but slightly different. We have a new name, we have new people. The reason is that we are rebooting our show to App Consult Insights. We are changing the name to App Consult Insights, and we are starting a collaboration between our two teams, the Windows App Consult team and the Azure App Consult team. And during the rest of the year, we will host episodes of this show where we will go through Windows topics, Azure topics. We will have different guests. We will have a more regular cadence. So stay tuned because today is the beginning of a new and hopefully exciting show for developers, architects, for everyone working with Microsoft technologies. However, today we are not here to talk about a specific platform or technology, but we are here because next week something important is happening, right, Mark?
I think so, yes. What might that be? Okay, next week is Ignite Week. So if you don't know about Microsoft Ignite, this is basically our annual flagship IT event for implementers, developers, technical decision makers, and stuff like that. Usually, it takes place in several locations in the world, but due to challenges in 2020, this one will be hosted virtually, just as Build 2020. This event is focused on providing trainings that enables customers and partners to gain the skills necessary to drive the full value from our technologies. And in addition, it's also used as platform for news, new technologies, and our commitment to innovation. So this is basically for anyone who's motivated to be at the frontier of innovation and technology. We recognize that the role of IT has shifted considerably, even in the last few months. And as the way IT decisions and sessions are meant for all roles, from developers to IT implementers, to those who make large-scale purchasing decisions for enterprise technology and security solutions. So basically, if you're working with technology and you're working with the Microsoft ecosystem, this one is for you. It's not purely developer dedicated. Probably it's just as built is, but it's more for the all-around big picture with news, and the product groups will showcase things they have done and in the past. If you're interested in checking this out for yourself, go to myignite.microsoft.com. We'll put the link into the notes as well. What can you expect there? Well, as I said, you can expect trainings. You can expect technical talks, guidance. You can spend time with technical experts and have a good talk and a good time. We have a couple of high-profile speakers. Our CEO will be there. Yes, for our developers, obviously, Scott Hanselman is very important too, but there are lots of other speakers. Go to the myignite site and check out those speakers. There will be news announced. There will be new versions of framework announced and stuff like that. We are also offering different services, for example. In the past, we also offered service, but those were some kind of tailored to the participants. But now that we are doing this basically virtually in the entire world, we have fine-tuned those type of service with the experience we got from Build. So we're going to have a learning zone with Cloud Skills Challenge, workshops, hands-on, and stuff like that. We have the connection zone with the one-on-one consultation, with live chat on specific topics with other attendees. We have local sessions with local speakers. And obviously, because it was such a huge success last time at Build, we have our one-to-one or one-on-one consultation. So those 45 minutes with a Microsoft engineer. And this time, it's not only the App Consult teams like Azure and Windows, but we invited other teams as well. You might ask, App Consults? I'm new to this podcast. What is the App Consult team, the Windows App Consult team, for example, doing at Ignite? Matteo.
So, our team, as the name says, is focused around Windows development technologies. We work with developers and partners in modernizing their Windows applications and moving them forward with everything that is coming in the near future. So the .NET 5 ecosystem, WinUI, technologies that have been launched a few back ago, like MSIX, XAML Islands, and so on. And this is what we will do at Ignite. So when you book a one-on-one consultation, as Mark said, this year we are covering a lot of topics because it's not only our teams, but we are working also with teams from IoT, Azure Marketplace, and so on. When it comes to the Windows App Consult team, you can book a consultation around the client development topics and get help around web development or cross-platform development, and especially from us, from Windows development. So if you are building a Windows application, if you are architecting Windows application, if you have Windows applications that you would like to move forward, but you are unsure which is the best path forward, you are confused about what brings .NET 5, what brings UWP, WinUI, and so on, you have the opportunity to schedule a 45 minutes consultation with one of our engineers. Come prepared, so come with your scenario, with all the information you need, you're trying to get about your situation, and we will help you to address these questions.
Great. That is quite interesting. I also might add that I am again supporting the Windows App Consult team, but we have another team, so our sister team. What is Azure App Consult doing, Marcelo?
Hi, Mark. So in the Azure App Consult team, we've been working mainly with Azure Architecture Service with focus on scalability, availability, security, cost optimization, and best practices with several Azure services. For example, on Azure Containers, we can provide guidance on Azure Web Apps for Containers, Azure Kubernetes Services, or Azure Container Instance. This way, you can get benefit of your container platform, helping you to scale and improve the availability of your applications. With Azure Data and AI, we're working with Databricks, Azure Machine Learning, Azure Cognitive Services, Azure Cosmos DB, SQL Server, and other databases like MySQL or Postgres, helping you to design your data and disaster recovery strategy, as long as AI scenarios to get more insights from your data. For DevOps, we can help you with Azure DevOps, Azure Pipelines and Tools, and also GitHub and GitHub Actions, helping you to manage your application lifecycle. On the infrastructure as service, we can provide guidance on network configuration, security best practices, hybrid cloud configuration, virtual machines, and other integrations and segregations that you need to do on your own environments. And for platform as a service, we can help you with Azure Functions, Web Apps, Azure Batch, Azure IoT, and other platforms to help you to get the most benefit service for your business. So we can provide you lots of help. So you can bring your own architecture and we can discuss during your session so we can give you the best practices to optimize, scale and make your business better.
Awesome. This sounds very interesting, both for Windows and for Azure. As Matteo said, we also invited other teams such as the IoT team, such as the Azure Marketplace team, and the Microsoft 365 team, which will support us and, of course, support you with your questions around for those ecosystems. Now, I wonder, I think there are probably some questions around the entire organization on those of those consultations. For example, what's the benefit and how useful can it be for me? For example, Marcelo, what do you think? What can we do for the customers?
Well, we can help them get you can get some guidance from the experts on the field. You can talk with our engineers so they can share with you real life experience from we achieve from the field. You can have second opinion on your architecture to have a light review and validation on the work that you are doing, and we can help you with issues. Of course, we cannot solve everything, but we can solve things during those 4 or 5 minutes that would do this session.
Yeah, obviously we need to take into account the timing and stuff like that, and obviously like some kind of like a real deep conversation, which would probably last over weeks, and so this can't be delivered in this short period of time. But maybe this sets some kind of ideas for you, so you know for your next steps what to do. What kind of problems can it help me solve? For example, let's say I'm a desktop developer and want with an MFC application and want to move on. How would you help me, Matteo? How could you help me?
Well, if it's MFC application, I'm not sure I want to no, just joking. Nothing against MFC developers, not at all. It's not my strongest skill, let's put it this way. Well, as we were saying also with you and Marcelo, time is a constraint here. So we have you have 45 minutes with the expert. So this is not the best place to do deep troubleshooting or bug fixing in real time and so on. The idea is to get more insights, to get more points, talking points and ideas for implementing, getting best practices, learning how to do things in a different and better way, getting design ideas and concepts. So the overall idea from this consultation is to unblock you in moving forward your project. So don't expect real time troubleshooting. So if you have a bug or a very specific issue with your application and you are expecting to come out with the problem solved and the bug fixed, probably this is not the right expectation. But you might come out instead with an idea of how to move forward, an idea of how to solve your problem, an idea of how re-architecture your solution to save cost or to get more performances and so on. Again, you are talking with a Microsoft engineer, either from the product group or from the field, an engineer from the field. So they have deep knowledge of the product. They have real life experience. So get the best out of their experience.
This is actually a good point. So what happened is I set up a consultation which is related to several technologies. Let's say about WinUI and some kind of platform as a service backend. Marcelo, what would I do?
Well, if you have different topics that you want to talk, what you can do, you can schedule more than one consultations with different categories of engineers. So you can go to the website where you did with the subscription. So you can get the CD categories and schedule different consultings with different teams.
Great. So I can have basically multiple sessions in different technologies, but can I, for example, also have, for example, 2 sessions in the same technology? For example, one about UWP and the other about cross-platform development, Matteo?
Yes, absolutely. So the website, the consultations are not limited per user. So as long as you find time slots and categories that are free, you are absolutely invited to schedule all the consultations you need. Just be wise. So we have limited capacity. We have many engineers helping us with this effort, but we have limited capacity. So you are more than welcome to book multiple consultation, but do it only if you really need that. So just don't book consultation just to have a chat with an engineer because you might steal the opportunity from someone else who instead might have some more real topics to discuss. But these scenarios are totally open, so you can book you can have multiple consultation on the same topic. You can have multiple consultation on different topic. Use your judgment, but this option is on the table, absolutely.
So you're saying they can't book me because of my great hair?
Well, they don't know in advance who will be the engineer, so.
True. Okay.
But that's a good point, because they might try to book all the slots just to have the opportunity to talk with you. So, yeah.
This is likely. No.
Fair.
So, in order to, so let's say I have booked this consultation. What do I need to prepare? So do you want me to have like a Visual Studio up and running or some architecture diagrams, Marcelo?
Well, remember that this meeting will have a duration of 45 minutes. So the more objective that you be, the more results can you get with that. So the idea is, if you have any question, just prepare them before the meeting. If you want to analyze, for example, an architecture, be sure to bring it ready so we can discuss and tell the benefits and give you some insights on it. So the idea is be aware of the things that you want to get on your consultation and prepare the material that you need to get this objective done. That's the point.
Okay, yeah, true. So basically, also giving us a little bit of context is always helpful, so we as engineers know where you're coming from and those type of things. So great. So assuming I have done this consultation, everything went well, and I thought like, man, this engineer, for example, Matteo, is such a nice guy, and I have further questions. Can I reach out to you afterwards?
No, because I'm a rude person, so I'm not a nice guy. So the answer is unfortunately no, because this is a one-time opportunity. So the problem here that we must face is the scale. So we have many people, and we will deliver probably hundreds of consultation. So we can't give to everyone the opportunity to reach back, because if we start to do it, our daily job will become addressing this kind of questions. So this is a one-time opportunity. Enjoy it and use it as much as you can. Remember, however, that this is a one-time event, but it's not a lifetime opportunity. So we did this at Build. We are doing this at Ignite. We have already announced that there will be another Ignite next year, and we will do our best to be there as well and to offer this service as well. There are community events. There are a lot of opportunities to get help, get support, and get this kind of information. So this no doesn't mean that you are on your own. There are multiple ways to get guidance, our documentation, the Learn platform, and so on. So leverage them.
Okay, yeah, great. So now that, for example, I have scheduled this type of consultation with Marcelo, and I realized, man, he has a cute cat. Can I record this session?
No, unfortunately, you cannot do this. That's because of privacy. So this will be a consulting that will be aimed to you, and we can handle some privacy data there, and our legal terms doesn't allow this.
Yeah, makes sense.
Unfortunately.
Okay, this totally makes sense. So since like topics like digital code of conduct and accessibility getting more and more focus on those type of conferences, what is our digital code of conduct at Ignite, Matteo?
So basically, the code of conduct is something which is becoming more and more important in conferences nowadays, because having a code of conduct makes to ensure that it's a good environment, that you are striving to create a good environment where everyone is welcome, regardless of their religion, age, ethnics, regardless of their ideas, regardless of their accessibility needs, and so on. So it should be a welcome environment. Of course, when you move conferences from a physical world to the digital world, these kind of requirements and the way you satisfy this requirement change. So also the code of conduct for Ignite has been updated to address these needs. So the core principles are the same. So at the core of the digital code of conduct is the Microsoft mission. So if you follow Microsoft since a while, you'll know that the mantra of Microsoft, the big push that Satya is, the mission that Satya is sharing with his employees is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. And the focus in the digital code of conduct is on every person and every organization. So during the event, we won't tolerate any harassment or discrimination based on anything, which is gender identity, expression, nation, age, anything which is outside the control of the person. So it's part of who we are. We won't tolerate any discrimination about who we are. And so we will do our best to create a welcome and safe environment, also in the one-on-one consultation. So we will do our best to feel you welcome, to feel you at home. However, we know that some things might slip out, especially in a big event like this one. So we are providing also ways like a mail address. You can find everything on the Ignite website to report any issue that you might have found. But again, we will do our best to avoid that this happens.
Okay, so you were mentioning this as well. The accessibility options. What are the accessibility options for MS Ignite, Marcelo?
Well, we strive to create experiences that are accessible and welcome to everyone. We had added new features such as American Sign Language interpretation and audio description to our digital event platform. But there is still much to do as we continue to scale and offering this on our tools. The idea is to be inclusive and get everyone and every accessibility needs to our events.
Okay, sounds good. I think you've answered all my questions I have for Ignite. Do you guys have any additional question we should probably talk about?
No. My only takeaway is enjoy Ignite.
Yes.
Especially now we know that this new digital world for sure creates some challenges, because following events is not the same as doing it in person. But at the same time, you have an opportunity that in the past it was reserved only to a small set of people, because Ignite and Build were all big conferences. They are all organized overseas, so it wasn't easy to go to Build and Ignite. So now instead, with this new digital experience, you have the opportunity to follow, interact with the Microsoft people, address your questions, get help, regardless of where you live, where you are. You just need a computer and a connection. Use this opportunity, because I think it's a really good one. One of the key of our work is that we always need to learn. We always need to stay up to date, and events like Ignite are a good opportunity to do that, even if you are an MSP developer.
And for us to share what we've learned in the last month or years, and share this with you as our customers or as a community.
Yeah, I like what you said in the beginning about that now these events are targeting not just developers, IT pros, but everyone in the IT ecosystem. Things are continuously changing, not just from a technological point of view, but also from an environment point of view. So right now, the concept of digital transformation is becoming more and more relevant, because it's not only about doing cool stuff, doing things in a modern way. It's also allowing people like all of us who have been impacted by the lockdown, by COVID and so on, to keep working, keep doing what we like, keep helping others, keep empowering our customers. So conferences like Ignite are a great way to understand how to do that and where are we going.
Well said. Do we have anything else to add? Maybe we can tease a bit the next episode already, which will be post-Ignite, because obviously next week we are pretty busy with those one-on-one consultations. There will be, just like we did for Build, there will be this kind of post or Ignite recap episode. And then, is there anything more we should share now? I mean, like, we're teasing this now for 3, now this is the 4th episode where we are teasing this. But I think now we're finally at a point where
this is the final one. We can make it.
This is the longest cliffhanger.
Exactly. No, just keep following us. Today you have seen the first outcome of this new rebranding. So the new logo. We have Marcelo from Azure App Consult who joined us, who never joined before. So you see some small changes. These changes will continue, and in the coming months you will see more episodes, more content, more guests. So stay with us, because I hope we will be able to entertain you, and at the same time helping you to learn new stuff, which is the overall goal of this show.
Exactly. And if you want to learn about WinUI 3, just like a little teaser, because I'm recording a WinUI 3 talk in 3 hours. So
break a leg.
Huh?
Break a leg, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
think for this episode. So let's. If you have any feedback, feel free to post any comment on this video. So this video using the comment system of YouTube, you will find also the links about what we have discussed today. Call of action: go to myignite.microsoft.com. Register for Ignite if you haven't done it yet, and click on the one-on-one consultation box to schedule a consultation.
And book me for my hair.
We'll all be there.
Yeah. Now we will. I'm sure that now we will go out of slots in just a few minutes. So after the episode is live, we will go out of consultation, because everyone wants to talk with you, Mark.
Great. Awesome. See you there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.